this is a common worry that some MBA aspirants have. I've had students come up and ask me this, and you will have variants of this question on MBA message boards everywhere. So, I'm a fresher and everyone's telling me that I should work for 2 years before MBA, or my profile is not good enough for top institutes, or my 10th and 12th scores are low, so I can't get into the top IIMs. And the concern around academics is something which is valid, because you do have top institutes like IIM Kozhikode, IIM Indore, and even IIM Bangalore, where there is significant weightage of academics, and you do have IIM Ahmedabad and IIM Bangalore saying that we'll consider you only if you reach certain minimums in your ACATS. But that doesn't mean that all is lost, right? Remember these two things. First off, there are a lot of institutes which are only looking at your CAT score or giving very high weightage to it. So you have around 10 IIMs. So you have IIM Rohtak, you have your CAP IIMs such as IIM Udaipur and IIM Trichy, and so many others where they're only considering your CAT score. And of course, except for IIM Rohtak, everybody else has a sectional cutoff as well. You also have top B schools like FMS Delhi. They have 95% weightage for the CAT score in your initial shortlisting and 50% weightage for your CAT score in your final selection. And this list will grow more and more if I bring in XLRI, Symbiosis institutes, NMIMS institutes, and so on. The second thing for you to remember is a good CAT score can actually boost your composite score even in institutes where they are considering all of these other parameters. So take IIM Ahmedabad. They have 65% weightage for the CAT score and 35% weightage for all of these other factors, which means that your CAT score is twice as important as everything else. So focus on the things which are under your control, such as a CAT score or your your interview performance, your VAT performance, because your CAT score and your interview score are the ones which have the highest weightage anyway in your initial shortlisting as well as in your final selection. And now let's talk about the profile aspect. A lot of MBA aspirants feel that you need to have a really good profile for you to get selected into a top B school, and a good profile definitely helps. So let's talk about what are the things which are actually important from a scores perspective for your initial composite score to your final selection score, and what are some of the other softer aspects that you can actually take up to show them that you're a well-rounded candidate, and the parts which help in your interview, which I would say are a tad less important because these are not things which are baked into your scores itself. So for your initial shortlisting score and your final selection score, IIMs and other top B schools will look at your CAT score or your other exam scores. And as I said, this can be, at 100% or close to 100% also. But the other things which they will consider are your academics, so your 10th, 12th and your college scores. One or two institutes will also look at, which college you've graduated from. So they look at the NIRF ranking and so on. And most colleges will also give you additional points for important certifications such as CA or CFA. Aside from this, there can be weightage for work experience, typically 3 to 4 years, and diversity, which is academic and gender diversity. Now, in case if you are a fresher or you have less work experience or you're not getting diversity points, don't worry about it, because these are things which have 5 to 10% weightage, if at all. So even if you have the full 3 or 4 years of work experience, you might end up just getting 5 points, whereas your CAT score is where the weightage is a lot higher. These are the factors which will go into your composite score or your final selection score. But aside from that, there are certain other things which you can do to sort of be a well-rounded person, which will be helpful when it comes to the forms and the personal interview. So typically in forms, they will ask you for your achievements. They could ask you an SOP or why do you want to pursue an MBA, and you can talk about what you've done. And in the personal interview, this becomes even more important because you do have HR questions and you can give examples from your work, your internship, other initiatives that you've taken up, and so on. And if you do have time to balance your CAT preparation and you want to work on your profile, I'm putting up another video this week where I'll talk about what you can do to boost your profile. I'll talk about the short term. So for example, if you're joining a B school this year, then there are still things which you could do. And I'll also give a lot of recommendations for those of you who are taking up CAT this year or even later and have time on your hands. But if you want to focus on your CAT preparation, or maybe you have some time now, maybe before your job starts or something, and you want to prioritize this, then check out this video where I've given you a 3-month plan where you can finish off your entire CAT prep. And if you really want to crack CAT and get into a top B school, then sign up at MockCAT and prep with 99.9+ percentiles.